I got retrenched or I got laid off as yeah, because we are co-parenting and I respect my ex-husband. I am learning to start over at the age of 40.
Under the lights, you look so amazing. Is the moonlight?
Hey love bugs, welcome back to Giver M's channel and welcome to this sit down video. I promised you guys yesterday that I am going to be recording a sit down video and talking about my journey that I am embarking with regards to starting over at 40 and not feeling bad about it. I'm not doing the video because I am seeking any kind of sympathy. I'm simply doing the video for my own recollection and record of keeping this and looking back at it eventually when, you know, when things start working out for me again and I can look back at it and reflect. Number one. Number two, I'm also doing it because I know that one of you out there or some of you out there are also going through similar situations, similar issues about starting over when you are later on in your life stage. And I just want to encourage you and motivate you and tell you that it's okay to start over, whether you are 30, whether you are 40, 50, 60, it does not matter. It's all good. There is no manual to this life thing. And when you have faith in God as well, which I am a strong believer of, there's always a reason behind every single thing that happens. As cliched as that may sound, but there's always a reason. There's always a season. There's always time that God removes certain things from you. Initially, when I had gone through all of these things, I thought, oh my God, God is taking everything away from me, not understanding what the bigger plan or what the purpose is. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. But before we do that, if this is the kind of video that is going to resonate with you, please do hit on the subscribe button below, hit like, comment and share. And thank you so much if you're returning. Thank you for all the new subscribers that we got yesterday. Wow guys, I'm taken aback. I'm so emotional, but let's get into this video. We'll do another sit down about everything else at a later stage. So part one, we're going to talk about losing it all. I want to rewind a bit and give you a bit of a background. So in 2019, I got an awesome job as a customer care manager. I was working for an international company or international based company. And I love my job. I was absolutely thriving in the job. I was doing well and I worked there for a good 4 to 5 years. And unfortunately, as I told you before, I got retrenched or I got laid off, as some of you might call it. Yeah, I suppose life has its own plans and yeah. So in 2024, we got retrenched. I got a retrenchment letter to say that I'm getting laid off, me along with other colleagues. And I don't think it's the actual retrenchment that got to me or the layoff. I think it's the way that it was done. It was a very cold process. It was a long, cold and cruel process. And I'm still trying to heal from that. It tormented me. It honestly tormented me. And I'm not going to touch too much on it because I'm still professional and I don't want to burn any bridges. But yeah, so that's the first thing that happened this year in 2024. I was laid off. It broke my spirit. I won't lie to you. It really broke my spirit, and it's something that I'm still healing from. And at the same time, I was also healing from my separation in my marriage, which I'm obviously not going to go into too much detail about because we are co-parenting and I respect my ex-husband and his family and my family. So yeah, that is a bit private. There's children involved, so let me not get into too much detail. But yeah, so I was dealing with that at the same time. I'm dealing with losing a job, I'm dealing with a broken marriage and separation. Then I had to move out. Moving is also not really an easy thing, so I had to deal with that as well. Be the kind of parent that is there for my son who is a toddler that doesn't understand what's going on. It's been a lot. 2024 has been a lot, and this has all happened in 1 year. Literally 1 year. It was crazy. It was a lot, and I kept asking myself whether I was even going to be able to get through all of this. If I'm honest, this has been the hardest year of my life. Losing my job was a big financial and emotional hit, like I said earlier. I have literally been 4 months without a job. I am very independent, so that independence was stripped away from me. And I remember asking and thinking, why me? And asking God, why now? Why, when I am thriving in my life, is this happening now? Why do I deserve this? Am I a bad person? Am I not worthy? I asked myself a lot of questions and got a bit frustrated with God. But I think through the tears and the sleepless nights, I kind of found a different kind of strength through all of this. And therefore, I had to move back home. Like I mentioned to you guys, and I'm still, in the process of doing that, and you guys are going to be following me through that journey and walking with me through that journey. I'm moving back to the hood. Big difference. Girl that's used to, a certain lifestyle is going back to the hood, going back to living with her mom. It's going to be tough, and I'm moving with kids. It's going to be a lot, but I think the one thing that is keeping me going is that I've got the support. I've got my children around me. My mom, my sister's around. I'm happy. It gives me some kind of solitude, and I'm so grateful for the love and support around me. But it's also like God is saying, you've been holding onto things that do not belong to you, if that makes sense, or aren't meant for you anymore. And I feel like if you're going through a similar situation, you must know that when things are taken away, they're not taken away because God is bored and he's just deciding to strip things away from you. There's a reason for that. He's taking them away because he knows what is in store for you and what he has in store for you. And he wants to show me what's truly meant for me. So that was the background, and that is the background in a nutshell. I am learning to start over at the age of 40. At the age of 40. And guys, it's not a failure. It really isn't a failure. And if you are that person that is, going through a similar situation, you're much older and you had certain goals and aspirations and you haven't reached them, or those things have not come to life, it doesn't matter. You can start over at absolutely any time. And I'm a living testimony of that. It's very scary, and yes, I still have moments of doubt. I've got fear, but it's also filling me with a lot of hope and a lot of peace for some reason. I feel like I haven't lost much. I'm gaining more than I've lost, to be honest. I'm gaining more time to myself, time with my family, time to reset, time to restart again. And that's an opportunity many don't get before, the end of time. I don't have it all figured out as yet, but I found peace in knowing that God's timing is always perfect. And through that pain, I'm finding my purpose. And through the struggle, I've found strength. And through the loss, I've also found a new beginning. So I wanted to share this video because I know many of you might be going through something similar, maybe not exactly the same, but I want you to know that maybe you've lost a job, maybe you've lost a friendship, maybe you've lost, or friends have been removed from your life, or maybe you've lost a marriage, or whatever it may be, a business. But it's okay to be scared. It is okay to be scared and not to feel, most importantly, not to feel like a failure. What you don't need to do is lose any hope. Do not lose any hope. Don't lose any faith in God, because God's grace is so sufficient. It is so sufficient, and He doesn't take away without giving back. He always, always, always replaces. He always, what's the word that I want to use? He always restores. God always restores. Whatever He takes away, He'll replace, restore, and give back in tenfold, guys. It really isn't that deep to start over, and there shouldn't be any shame in you going back home. There shouldn't be any shame in you starting over. There shouldn't be shame in you be living your story that I am divorced, I am a single mother, I am jobless at the moment, and I'm trying to hustle. But just don't sit back and mull over the things that you cannot change at the moment. Just let go and let God. That's it. And I've learned to trust that there's always a bigger plan at play. And I've learned that sometimes God says no. When He says no, it's just a way of Him saying, I'm redirecting you, relax. Relax, you know? And I think that's why I'm so positive. It's because I'm leaning on God, I'm leaning on family support, I'm leaning on those kinds of things. And it's the beginning of something new, and I'm looking really forward to it. And I cannot be more grateful for you guys for being so kind to me in your messages, in the comments. I love it. We've built a beautiful community so far, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you that send me those sweet messages. Thank you. It is so appreciated. So, in conclusion, here I am. I am turning 40 on the 26th of November, which we will be celebrating together most definitely. I am jobless, I am single, but I'm filled with a new kind of hope. I'm filled with a light at the end of the tunnel. And I know that I'm not alone in this journey. And if you are watching this and you're going through a similar thing, I need you to know that you need to find strength in who you are, believing in who you are, and find strength in God and leaning on those who love you the most. Let's embrace the unknown. Let's trust in God fully and understand that He is making room for bigger things, much bigger things. So I didn't want to make this video too long. Thank you so much for the sweet messages, for the subscriptions, for the love. Let us get into this journey like boss babes, okay? Boss babes and boss guys. Let's get into it, and 2025 is going to be a fantastic year. I hope that my story has resonated, and not only resonated but added some kind of value, that whatever the season, it passes. Every season has its time, and I'm so grateful for every one of you. Be strong. Thank you so much for the love and the support. And if you haven't subscribed, like I said, please do hit the subscribe button below. I would really appreciate it. Hit like and leave me a comment down below. Tell me what your challenges are, and I will definitely see you in the next video, possibly when we are moving. I'm not sure. I'm still going through that process of figuring things out in terms of when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it, etc. But I'm definitely taking you along that journey, and you're going to be seeing a lot of gassy content, just embracing family love and those kinds of things. So I'm excited about that. Have yourselves a beautiful Sunday. I will see you in the next video, and I love you all so much. Stay gorgeous, stay beautiful, and love yourself so much, because that is the most important thing. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, love bugs.